Hey guys, this is Pat from Database Comics. Today I'm going over a new video for the Hulk. So I'm still keeping with the Hulk theme for the last day of the month of May. It's going to be relatively short, but I think it may be very interesting for people who are interested in very thematic things or things that are very much really impressive. So let's get into it. It was for a feeling incredible Hulk 610. So I think everyone has heard of World Breaker Hulk. And really the thing about Hulk is that he's kind of a very mutated version of the same or Goku or something like that, because he keeps transforming into all these very impressive and powerful forms, and there doesn't seem to be any limit to his physical strength. While Goku may have unlimited key energy, key power, key blast, Hulk has unlimited strength. And if you've been following after the World War Hulk storyline, that was very much an event at Marvel. That one was a crossover mini comics in Marvel that showed how Hulk invaded the Earth after he got sent away to space by the Illuminati. Hulk came back afterwards, and after the fallout, he was going through a lot of changes. Now there's something that happened with what we call the Hulk heroes. Essentially had inherited a version of Hulk's powers. Even somebody like his love interest like Betty also inherited his powers. So in order to save the Hulk heroes, Hulk had to do something called absorb the energy of the Cataclysm ray generator, and he had actually become Bruce Banner at that time, so he reverted back to Hulk, and that's probably one of his most powerful versions ever, because let me just get into it. In Incredible Hulk 610 titled Unbound, Hulk performs a super strength feat. In order to save the Hulk heroes from the Cataclysm ray generator, Bruce Banner absorbs the energy of the containers bound to the Cataclysm ray generator. He reversed to Hulk and instead creates earthquakes from the eastern states. So that's really impressive. Just your step can create earthquake. That's crazy. That is a crazy amount of power. That shows you that he might have like some level of power that's almost infinite or something like that. Because if your step can create an earthquake, and for comparison, somebody like Thanos, who had infinite strength, the power gem was not creating earthquakes with his steps, but he was still able to take down Hulk and Drax the Destroyer in a battle of strength, and even take down the whole heroes with just 3% power of the Infinity Gauntlet. And he just had the power gem, and that's it. But Hulk here is able to create enough earthquakes on the eastern states with his steps, so that's really powerful. How much super strength does it take for World Breaker Hulk to ship the eastern states with his steps? So here is what happened. Hulk absorbed the energy of the generator, and you can see all these earthquakes on the eastern states. One in Annapolis, Maryland, one in New York City, and one in Greenwich, Connecticut. So on the eastern state. And then you see Hulk at the bottom step stomping on the ground. So that's really crazy. So before I get my rating, I'll go over to the calculations. So I didn't really do any calculations. I just punched it into the Omni calculator, because here what we're talking about is seismic activity. Since it's very much over the eastern seaboard that it could be earthquakes, I kind of looked over the Richter scale magnitude order online on Wikipedia, and I think the earthquake was around 6.9 or greater. But I assume it was 6.9 or greater because it was actually shaking buildings over a great distance. And if you measure the distance from um, Annapolis to I think New York City, it's over 244 miles of distance. So that's really long. That's really long. So you can look at my calculations and you'll see how the Omni calculator was able to calculate the energy level of the 6.9 magnitude earthquake. And I don't think they have anything for distance from the epicenter or anything like that, but it's still very instructive to give you an idea of its level of power. And then for the rating, I said World Breaker Hard caused a magnitude 6.9 the earthquake to descend over 244 miles distance. World Breaker Hard generated the equivalent of let's see, 1.4 times 10 to the 15 joules of energy. So around 337,000 tons of TNT, enough to destroy a lot. So that's very much, so my rating was confident level because of the amount of energy it was able to release. So essentially, energy release is the rating, and then the destruction level or destructive capacity is large count. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Keep coming back for more content. We have an interesting content that we'll be publishing. I think it's in July, on July 4th for Hope. So keep on the lookout for that. It's going to be a DC versus Marvel, so keep on the lookout for that. As always, you can reach me on the contact page on Database Comics. Keep rating our content and liking our pages, and have a very great rest of the month, and I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day.